Hi, how you guys doing today? This is Rich here. We have a Rich TV Live, and today I wanted to talk to you about Namaste. Namaste Technologies, a company that I am a big fan of, a company that I've been watching for quite some time. And hi, how you guys doing today? This is Rich here. We have a Rich TV Live, and today we are live on YouTube. So we are now live on YouTube officially talking about this. So I wanted to bring it to your attention. So some big news happened and I wanted to bring it to your attention because that's what we do. We bring you the news and we bring it to you first. Namaste. Let's bring in the news right here. So this news release came out. Namaste and High Tide sign Canmart distribution deal. So I see this news and I'm going to break it down for you guys right now. So it's funny because one of our members, Troy, was actually saying that he's really big into High Tide. He really liked the deal with High Tide. And I had no idea that they actually did a deal with Namaste. So then I started reading the news and here it is. Namaste Technologies in collaboration with High Tide announces entrance into the direct-to-consumer recreational cannabis market at cannmart.com using its proprietary vendor link marketplace. This is the news that is now circulating. This is the news that is now hitting the streets. And I think it's important that we identify this and we evaluate this and we really look into this, because if there's big news and there could be a chance for something to explode, we want to know about it. And we want to know about it first. And I'm going to break down the chart of Namaste, and I'm going to tell you where I think it could potentially go, where it's been, and where it's been, where it's gone, and where I think it's going. But this is one of those companies that's been heavily shorted. It's been attacked by notorious short seller Andrew Left, and he's pretty much buried this company. It's made a few moves out of purgatory, but it just hasn't been able to really make a big move. So from that perspective, I think that there's opportunity there. When a company is undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed, I always think that there could be an opportunity. So let's explain why. So Namaste Technologies Inc. and High Tide Inc., wholly owned subsidiaries, recently entered into a Canmart marketplace agreement, pursuant to which High Tide, via Canna Cabana, is a licensed retailer by the Saskatchewan Liquor and Gaming Authority, will make recreational cannabis products available online exclusively on the Canmart website as a licensee under Namaste's vendor link platform for initial term of 1 year, subject to renewals. Upon launch, approximately 40 products designated for recreational use will be available to Saskatchewan-based customers, with weekly inventory changes and product additions to follow. The agreement marks Namaste's entrance into the direct-to-consumer recreational cannabis market via the Canmart website by using its new marketplace solution. I've been waiting for this. for Namaste. Vendor link to facilitate the sale of cannabis products by licensed retailers. For High Tide, the agreement accelerates its growth plans in the province and expands its customer reach base on Canmart's established e-commerce business. Customers within the designated region will be able to shop a diverse catalog of recreational cannabis products without the need for a prescription. Conversely, Canmart's medical customers in Saskatchewan will have the ability to select and purchase both medical and recreational products. This is a landmark moment for Namaste. I've been grateful for the opportunity to put all the pieces together to deliver on the mission that Namaste committed to shareholder over the past years. We finally reached the point where they can start to see the fruition of that mission to provide the technology and infrastructure for Canadians to order cannabis safely and reliably, no matter what they are, where they are, said Meni Morim, Chief Executive Officer of Namaste Technologies. There are so many choices in the cannabis marketplace, and we have worked tirelessly to integrate our machine learning technology into the selection process for consumers and let retailers focus on what they do best, provide the best in-store experience, and let us do the heavy lifting online. Canada is the first step, and I'm excited about what's coming next, added Mr. Morim. So this could be the start of something big. And if something's going to explode, we need to know first. Hope you're all having a great morning. Yeah, exactly, Catch. Thank you for your message there. This agreement brings together two complementary enterprises that are focused on the Canadian cannabis consumer and providing safe and convenient access to residents across Saskatchewan. We're excited to work with Namaste and their new vendor link service to activate a substantial e-commerce sales channel under Canna Cabana, said Raj Grover, President and Chief Executive Officer of High Tide. As the province with the most business-friendly regulatory framework, Saskatchewan offers us the opportunity to leverage our strength as a large cannabis retailer through strategic partnerships like this one. Further, this agreement is nicely aligned with High Tide's goal of achieving sustainable growth via significant revenue opportunities without burdening the company with additional infrastructure or capital costs, added Mr. Grover. Everyone talks about AI, e-commerce, UI, UX, and other technology. When it comes to online shopping, we live and breathe e-commerce technology and know what matters: the customer, the vendors, and how they find each other. Our marketplace, VendorLink, is a matchmaker, much like Uber, Airbnb, and Amazon are. I love this concept, said Chad Agate, Chief Technology Officer of Namaste Technologies. And I've interviewed Chad. You can see that video on Rich TV Live on YouTube. We've taken our proprietary technology developed over the years and delivered an experience where basket size averages reach $135. So when they say basket size averages, that means that the average order of a customer is around $135. Pretty good. Or has been as high as $135 average, which is more than current industry averages for both in-store and online purchases, which I believe the industry average is around $100, maybe $120. This is the mark of successful pairing consumers with products, added Mr. Agate. This initiative is part of Namaste's overarching goal to increase its total addressable market, as well as offer customers a frictionless buying experience on Canmart. Licensed cannabis retailers across Canada interested in joining VendorLink and expanding their customer base by establishing themselves on Canmart can join the experience by registering their interest at the Canmart website. About High Tide Inc. High Tide is a retail-focused cannabis corporation enhanced by the manufacturing and distribution of cannabis lifestyle accessories. Its premier Canadian retail brand, Canna Cabana, spans 34 locations in Ontario, Alberta, and Saskatchewan, with additional locations under development across Canada. High Tide has been serving, cannabis consumers for over a decade through its numerous lifestyle accessory enterprises, including e-commerce platforms Grass City and CBD City, lifestyle and licensed entertainment brand manufacturer Famous Brands, and its wholesale distribution divisions RGR Canada Inc. and Valiant Distribution. About Namaste Technologies Inc. With headquarters in Toronto, Canada, that's my hometown, Namaste Technologies is a leading online platform for cannabis products, accessories, and responsible education. The company's Everything Cannabis store, the Canmart website, provides customers with a diverse selection of hand-picked products from a multitude of federally licensed cultivators, all on one convenient site. Namaste's goal, global technology and continuous innovation, address local needs in a burgeoning cannabis industry requiring smart solutions. That's some big news. Now, remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for education and entertainment purposes. This news started to go out, and I thought it was important that we took a look at it. And we're now looking at Namaste as the market opens up. And let's see, they are now up 6%. Are they up 6%? Looks like the market is just about to open up right here. Yeah, they're up 6%. So right now, we could see that they are up 6%. And I want to read this. Okay, before I do that, let's just do the one-year chart. So I want to show you something on the one-year chart. So why is that happening? Sorry, give me 1 second. Let's just refresh this page. Here we go. All right, I'm going to put this up here. Our tools. So whenever I look at a stock, I always like to mark the high, and the low, and try to identify a bottom. So you can clearly see the high is 70 cents for the year, okay? And you can see that the low is 20 cents for the year, and we're currently at 25. So as an investor, cannabis stocks in Canada for sure in 2020 have not done well. Canadian ones specifically, the US ones have done extremely well, specifically the best ones. The high of 70 cents, the low of 20 cents, we're currently at 25. So we're very close to the bottom, in my opinion. I believe there's a lot of upside here, a lot of room for growth. For this to go back to the high, I mean, you would have to see this go up at least about 150%. So there's a lot of room for growth. So as an investor, this seems like an interesting opportunity here. Okay, now let's read about what Namaste has been up to. The global lockdown of 2020 has changed the way consumers are buying pot. And Namaste Technologies is seeing exponential growth. The unprecedented rise of e-commerce is astonishing impact on the pot industry. While the global lockdown of 2020 has caused unprecedented disruption to countless businesses, the most heavily impacted being those that operate in a brick and mortar model, e-commerce businesses and companies that have pivoted to become online only are set up to not only survive through the lockdown, but to thrive in years to come. How you guys doing this morning? Good to see all you guys here. MMED and TAT exploding. Yes. MindMed and TAT having a day. Congratulations to all members. Both picks that I brought to you guys first. So I don't think anyone should be surprised. Hopefully momentum hits cannabis. I agree with you. I mean, it has to hit at some point, right? Good morning, Max. Good to see you, brother. Hey, Crypto Man, how you doing? Max says, haha, ACB crashing and burning. I love it. Shorts will take it back to $1 and they'll have to do another reverse. Yeah, I mean, I don't find it funny, but, you know, more sad than anything else. Crypto Man says, haven't heard anything about Namaste in a while. Good to see they still doing well. Yeah, I haven't even looked at them in a while. Then, you know, we had some members talking about this high tide deal. And I thought, you know, well, let's take a look into it. And then I started reading and looking at some of this news. And this is a sponsored ad. So I've done a lot of work with Namaste in the past, but they've, you know, been kind of on the side burner for quite some time, building the business. And now they're coming back and saying, hey, look, you know, look at us. You know, we've been doing a lot of good work. So that's why I'm doing this video today. Now, remember, Rich TV Live is strictly for education and entertainment purposes. I'm not licensed advisor. Always consult your financial advisor before you invest in anything that we discuss here on Rich TV Live. We talk about a lot of stocks every single day. I don't do these videos to tell you to go and buy and sell, when to buy and sell, what to buy and sell. I'm just here to educate, entertain, and let you know what is going on in the marketplace with undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed opportunities. And sometimes I'm going to talk about some of the best companies in the world. Companies like Apple, companies like Tesla, companies like Amazon, companies like Facebook. Those are what I would consider some of the best companies in the world. Companies like Shop, companies like Google. Can't really go wrong when you're protected by investing in the best companies in the world, okay? Max Power says, I'd get into Namaste at 25 cents. That's not bad. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm thinking here. Is this a good buying opportunity? This is why we do these videos. I kind of want to know what you guys think. And if you like this video, guys, please smash the like button, share the video everywhere. It allows the video to go viral so more people can see this video. And the more people that see the video, the more feedback we get, the better idea I have of what people think about Namaste. It's okay. I don't mind the caps. Yeah, I think everybody's stuck in Xena, brother, because Xena's been just a nightmare. They've done nothing to build shareholder equity or shareholder value. So unless you're taking a loss, most people are stuck in Xena. Some people may have got in and got out on the last run, but they just raised money at 8.5 cents and now they're back to 6 cents. So they've been just a complete joke. And I wouldn't really call it a joke, but let's use the word nightmare. So Namaste, though, they continue to move forward. And yeah, they've been over $3. And right now they're at 25 cents. So they've been a nightmare too. Is this the bottom? And do we go up from here? That's really what the $1 million question is. While we have been seeing long-established brick and mortar businesses such as Neiman Marcus, Hertz, JCPenney, and Brooks Brothers declare bankruptcy in the face of the lockdown, online-only businesses that are making goods and services easily available to customers who are stuck at home have recorded record-breaking revenues during the lockdown. All you have to do is look at the stock price of companies like Amazon, up 84% so far in 2020. Zoom up 340% so far in 2020. Netflix up 62% so far in 2020. PayPal up 89% so far in 2020. To see that online only is the way forward. And you know what? If you look at Rich TV Live, we're online only. And our business has been thriving. It's true. And our brand continues to grow. So the breaking news that everyone's talking about is Namaste Technologies, in collaboration with High Tide, announced entrance into the direct-to-consumer recreational cannabis market at cannmart.com using its proprietary vendor link marketplace. This is the big news. This is the reason why I'm doing this video, because this is some really big news. And I want to know what you guys think about this news and if you're interested in this company. Does this get you interested in this company? Hey, good morning, Brad. How you doing? Wow, Robert, you got 200,000 shares of Namaste? You're going to be rich, my friend. Maggie, you know what? Is this the bottom? I think it's close to the bottom. The bottom was 20 cents in the last year. So could it be the bottom? It could, but I'm not the one that makes that decision. I just want to kind of get to know what you guys think. But looking at the charts, absolutely, I feel like we're at the bottom. You know, I think we're very close to the bottom if you look at the charts. Currently at 25.5 cents, and right now Namaste is right at even. So is this the bottom? Well, I marked the bottom, and the bottom was 20 cents. That was the lowest it's been in the last year. And it hit that bottom when everybody else hit their bottom, which was in March due to COVID-19 and the panic of the COVID-19. So previous to that, it was at 70 cents. It went from 70 cents all the way down to 20. It immediately bounced back up to this zone, which is right around where we are right now. So I believe this is around the bottom, and there could be a lot of room for growth. But like I said, I don't control this company. I don't own this company. I don't own the stock. I just bring you guys the news. I think there's some potential here. But like I said, I don't control the cannabis sector. I don't control Namaste. I don't control any of this stuff. All I can do is give you reasons why I think there could be opportunity here. And I'd love to know what you guys think and what your feedback is. The health crisis may have put airlines and restaurants in jeopardy, but it has seriously helped the weed industry. As you can see from the chart above, pot sales have seen some significant spikes over the last few months, which is likely due to provincial governments in Canada designating pot dispensaries as an essential business and allowing them to reopen during lockdowns. So you can see the growth, like every single month, the cannabis sales by month in Canada have grown. Overall, pot sales rose sharply early in the lockdown, reaching all-time highs nationwide as consumers were eager to stockpile weed in the same way they were hoarding toilet paper and canned goods. You gotta get your cannabis, man. You gotta get your cannabis in a lockdown. In fact, the province of Ontario reported that online pot sales increased by as much as 600% at the beginning of March. Wow, 600%? That's a lot of pot. That's a lot of pot right there. But interestingly, as the lockdown persisted, pot sales continued to rise. What changed? Put simply, consumer spending habits. Overall, data has shown people have not only been buying more weed during quarantine, they've also been spending less per unit price. In other words, they've been buying in bulk. This could be a reflection of consumers' concerns about long-term job security in the wake of the current health crisis. I also think they're just buying in bulk because they're at home and they want to have a lot of weed and they don't want to run out. And you know, and also when you buy in bulk, you get a lower price, right? You get a better discount. So it makes sense. Namaste Technologies is taking pot e-commerce to the next level. And That's why we are doing this video right now. The demand for pot has gone digital. In other lockdown trends, more people have started buying their weed online. And that's the other thing. People don't want to leave their house. They're going to buy more cannabis online. And that's going to be huge for Canmart. It's going to be massive for Canmart because their whole business is online. Makes sense, right? Not surprisingly, despite pot shops remaining open, customers are now more likely to shop for and purchase their weed online because they don't want COVID, saving them the hassle of long lines and potential exposure to the virus. There it is. In this market, where people are buying more weed more often and shopping online is the preferred method of purchase, it's e-commerce platforms rather than pot brands themselves that will fare the strongest. Canmart, pretty genius. Why? It all comes down to margins. Many weed companies are focused on the production and cultivation of weed and weed products. This is a race to the bottom as prices erode due to increasing competition and margins are squeezed due to heavy overhead costs associated with running and maintaining cultivation facilities. Companies keeping their overheads low while increasing sales volume are seeing huge growth, not just in revenue, but also in margins. And I want to remind everyone, everybody compared Namaste to Amazon because they were an online store where you could go and buy products. Amazon is an online store that used to be a book business that became an everything store and now is one of the biggest, if not the biggest company in the world. Namaste is following in the same footsteps. And it took Amazon like 20 years to really get to where they became a superpower. It could take some time for Namaste as well to build that infrastructure. But once they do, they could be set. They could be set. Think about it, because all the work and all the infrastructure is in place, similar to what Amazon had to do to build their infrastructure to now be a global power. One undervalued company disrupting the market with an end-to-end online pot marketplace is Namaste Technologies. N is the symbol in Canada. NXTTF is the symbol in America. Which has billed itself as your everything weed store. The Canadian company is the online marketplace for all things pot, operating as a one-stop shop for both medical and recreational customers' weed needs through their highly sophisticated e-commerce platform, Canmart. Love this. Absolutely love this. Namaste Technologies has a suite of proprietary products that help its customers go from a remote medical cultivation via their subsidiary Namaste MD to being able to purchase products and accessories through their leading online platform, Canmart. Canmart.com provides customers with a diverse selection of handpicked products from a wide variety of federally licensed producers, all on one convenient site. Impressively, orders are delivered within 2 to 3 business days in most provinces and within 24 hours in the Greater Toronto Area. In short, Namaste Technologies allows customers to determine which strains and products are right for them, compare prices, products, and brands, and purchase their orders for delivery, all in one platform, and all without having to leave the comfort of their home. Now let's talk about their management. Strong management equals strong results. Successful companies tend to possess common traits, and one of those traits is a strong management team. Namaste Technologies certainly has that ground covered. Brandon Spikes is the chairman of Namaste Technologies, bringing his wealth of knowledge, expertise, and experience from previously working as the CIO for Elon Musk at Zip2, PayPal, Tesla, and SpaceX. That's a pretty epic partnership. Under his stewardship, Namaste Technologies has refined their vision and renewed their management team, which is led by CEO Meni Morim. Mr. Morim personally owns over 3 million shares. I like that. He's got skin in the game and has surrounded himself with a strong and diverse team that has previously worked with some of the most globally recognized brands such as Under Armour, Cisco, and Amazon. With years of research and development costs, Namaste Technologies invests into their software stack, has laid the foundation for generational growth. As evidenced by the recent financial results, Namaste Technologies announced a record quarter, which I wasn't aware of. This is big. with over $6.9 million in net revenue, or about a 73% increase from the same period in the prior year. That's the first real substantial increase they've had in quite some time. This is a good sign for Canmart and for Namaste. Canmart's revenue increased by approximately 1,500% in Q2 to over 2.3 million compared to Q2 last year. Wow. Namaste Technologies is in its infancy and is showing early signs of what could potentially be the next big stock many investors could only dream about. This is a technology company with a pristine balance sheet that has no debt. Let me remind you again, no debt, and approximately $15.5 million in cash as of July 31st, 2020. That works. With roughly 80 million market cap, a strong working capital position, and newly accelerating revenues, the stock is a perfect setup. The stock is forming a triple bottom, and as new investors start to learn about their growing fundamentals, we think it creates one of the best risk to reward scenarios on the entire market. Namaste Technologies is taking pot e-commerce to the next level, a superior technology stock that's driving additional growth. And let's just see if there's any movement in Namaste. Okay, so in America, it's up slightly. NXTTF, 1%. And in Canada, it is right now just at even. Okay, it's just at even right now in Canada at 25.5 cents. Yes, KNR is halted pending news. That'll be exciting. So with the viral outbreak experience a resurgence around the globe, and now a lot of us are calling this the second wave, demand for pot has spiked amidst the lockdown, partly due to people looking for alternative anxiety and stress relief. Even though pot stores have been deemed as essential services, customers who don't want to wait in lineups are turning to online marketplaces to buy their products. Customers are spending an average of $135 per order on the Canmart platform versus the average store purchase of $50 per order. Okay, I thought it was higher than that. Namaste Tech, you know what? I'll tell you right now, the reason why people are only spending $50 on average at the stores is because the prices are too high. That's the only reason. If the prices were more comparable to the street, people would be spending an average of at least $100. Namaste Technologies, and in Canada, NXTTF in America, has perfectly positioned its business model to thrive in this environment, as their suite of technologies gives them a first mover advantage over the competition. Namaste Technologies is achieving a network effect as they capture customer data to deliver accurate and relevant products to customers in real time, creating a stronger customer experience that in return has more brands and licensed producers wanting to sell their products on Canmart. The reason is simple. Customers are spending an average of $135 per order on the Canmart platform versus the average $50 in store. That's a remarkable difference that is driving huge revenue growth for the company while also attracting attention from premium brands and licensed producers who want to sell on the Canmart platform. But it gets better because many cultivators aren't licensed to sell their products directly to consumers beyond any farm gate store or to provincial bodies without a costly amendment to their license. They are turning to an e-commerce omni-distribution platforms such as Canmart in order to sell their products to more customers. Meanwhile, government regulator Health Canada has granted Canmart, Namaste's subsidiary, the ability to package, process, and sell cultivators' products, creating additional revenue streams for Namaste. Let's just quickly go to their website. Okay, so this is the Namaste Technologies website. We are the future of cannabis. So the website looks like this. 24 unique websites, 5 warehouses, leading online platform, talented team, 5 warehouses, 20 countries, 24 websites, 3 continents, 1 Namaste. So a global footprint for this company. I got a little video here. Let's see if we can watch this video. Pretty cool. So obviously these guys have been doing some big things and just quietly falling under the radar. And you can see this news is now being circulated everywhere. This news just came out. So I don't know if you're familiar with this news, but I mean, some big news. Canmart now working with High Tide, which I've been bringing to you guys. And I think that that bodes well for them. I think that bodes really well for them. Is there a link to Canmart's website? So obviously you got to be 18 years or older to get into Canmart's website. Let's just see what this brings us. I wish I was born in 1992. All right, just trying to fill this out. Accept age and terms. Let's see. So this is the Canmart website right here. So this is the Canmart website, which we're talking about. Oops. New arrivals. So you can see some of the products. You can see the name of the company, who the company, like who's supplying the product. And then those revenues are going to flow through back to, like you can see Ignite here. That's Dan Balzerian's company. And that revenue will flow some of the profits to Canmart and some of the profits back to the company. So it's a very good model, very similar to Amazon. Look, Indiva, Ignite. So you can see other companies are selling their products through Canmart. So it helps everybody. Photo extractions, Stores and Bickle. So you can see other companies that are selling multiple products here on Canmart. So as this becomes more and more popular and customers start using it and they feel comfortable with Canmart, I could see this exploding, guys. Seriously. Because I could see a day where all the companies have their products on Canmart. Why not? It's only going to increase their sales, right? So how would that hurt them? If anything, it's only going to help them increase their sales, increase their revenue. And at the end of the day, everybody needs more revenue. So that's the Canmart website, just to give you an idea of what it looks like. We go back to their homepage. You can see this is what it looks like. These are their best sellers. Tells you who they're from, what percentage are THC, what percentage are CBD, the pricing. They show you discounts. You can shop for flower, infused oils, THC and CBD infused treats, vaping products. These are the products that are recommended for you. So really like the idea here. And you can see that this is just getting started and really just getting launched and now just starting to generate revenue. So it's still the early stages, but if you're an investor and you're looking for undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed opportunities and you want to get in early, these are the types of opportunities I like when you see a company that has growth potential that could skyrocket, a stock that is the lowest it's been, pretty much close to the lowest it's been in a year, with highs that are 150 to almost 200% higher than where we're trading right now. That's almost, in my opinion, the perfect storm. Then you got a company with no debt and 15 million in the bank and growing revenue. Strong management team. Seems to me like they're setting themselves up for something. So not telling you to buy the stock, just trying to educate you guys. These factors are accelerating Namaste Technologies' growth, okay? As a more premium brands are selling their products on the Canmart online marketplace, including Phyto Extractions, which I showed you guys, Believe, G-Tech, and Flourish. Canmart is increasing its roster of available products, offering its customers a better user experience. Meanwhile, this cross-selling only maximizes Canmart sales and increases its revenues. The numbers for Namaste Technologies are staggering as the company's retail distribution network has grown. Pot revenues has skyrocketed 1,500% in Q2 2020 over the same period last year. Timing couldn't be better as Namaste Technologies is experiencing hyper growth for its e-commerce business segment, yet it generally misunderstood by the market as a weed company. In reality, it's a technology company with particularly unlimited scalability, which is practically unlimited scalability, which is unheard of. Namaste may, in fact, be one of the most undervalued technology companies out there. You can see in the table below, its market capitalization over quarterly revenue ratio is significantly less than its peers that are trading at $1 billion valuation. Look at that, folks. Canopy Growth trading at $8 billion valuation at $21 with 109 million in quarterly revenue. Wow. And then you see Namaste at an 87 million market cap, 25-cent share price, 6.9 million in quarterly revenue. Afria, 53 million in quarterly revenue, a $5.96 share price, and a 1.7 billion market cap. These numbers don't make sense. Tilray, 820 million market cap, $6.45 share price, 50 million in quarterly revenue. When you compare them to those three cannabis superpowers, especially here in Canada, when I say superpowers, they were supposed to be superpowers. They haven't done well recently. But when you compare Namaste, they seem very undervalued compared to their peers. With no debt, an extremely scalable business model, Namaste Technologies is perfectly positioned for potential and exponential growth. Backed by a seasoned management and board and global brand experience, Namaste could become a multi-billion-dollar company. And imagine getting in now before it becomes a multi-billion-dollar company. Might be worth looking at. Like I said, I'm not here to tell you what to do, what to buy. I'm just here to let you know that this could be undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed, and I believe there's a lot of upside here. Backed by a seasoned management and board with a global brand experience, Namaste could become a multi-billion-dollar company. If sales continue to grow at the same rate or even accelerate, it would deserve a higher sales multiple, and the numbers showcase how undervalued Namaste Technologies is, especially when you compare it to its peers. A growing telemedicine business for free. So despite its surging e-commerce business segment, which would be reason enough to invest in Namaste Technologies, it should also be highlighted that the company has a growing telemedicine platform. And I love telemedicine. I brought you guys T-Doc first. I brought you Doc first. Now Namaste, also getting involved in telemedicine and cannabis. You got my attention. As they say, timing is everything, and Namaste's telemedicine platform could be more appropriately suited to benefit from the global health crisis. Namaste MD is a platform that aids patients throughout their medical pot journey. It allows for patients to have a remote medical consultation with a licensed healthcare practitioner at the end of the consultation. If the patient is approved, they are provided with a medical pot authorization document and information on pot. The platform is easily accessible for global patients where both registration and consultation are completed through the Namaste MD app by accessing Namaste MD through iOS or Android, as well as the web. Namaste Technologies has already provided 47,000 Canadians with weed authorization through this platform. Telemedicine might be one of the hottest topics around the planet, as the global health crisis has forced patients to seek alternative options with brick and mortar choices slammed shut. Frost and Sullivan forecast a 7-fold growth in telehealth by 2025, a 5-year compound annual growth rate of 38.2%. Namaste Technologies has already validated their platform and has a massive jumpstart on the competition. While current investors are focused on the growth of Canmart, Namaste MD could be another driving force for future revenues as it easily converts individuals from prospective patients to customers, all as part of the online customer experience. As the telemedicine segment continues to grow, even more rapidly now due to COVID-19, based on the current valuation of Namaste Technologies, investors are getting this call option absolutely free. It's created a scenario where investors have massive upside and less downside as they essentially own multiple businesses. Wow. A cannabis company, an online marketplace for cannabis, CBD, anything cannabis companies to sell their products, and a telemedicine play too. No debt, 50 million in the bank, strong management team. I don't know, guys, but I see something here. Yeah, I don't know why people are still talking about ACB. That's old news, man. That's old news. The key right now is just to find undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed opportunities. I don't care what sector it's in. I clearly don't care what sector it's in. It doesn't have to be cannabis. Ever since I moved away from only doing cannabis, my portfolio has grown tenfold. My investors have been super successful, and we've been finding winner after winner after winner. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't find a winner in the cannabis sector. Clearly you can. And in America, cannabis stocks have exploded. I believe cannabis stocks in Canada will explode again. I just don't know when. This could be one of those undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed opportunities that is close to a bottom that has a chance. And that's why I think it's important that you are aware of what Namaste is doing, because I haven't talked about them in quite some time. So management board of directors. Meni Morim, Chief Executive Officer and Director. Mr. Morim previously served as Namaste's Chief Product Officer and Director of Artificial Intelligence, starting in May 2018, when Namaste Technology acquired Findify AB, a company he co-founded and led as CEO until his appointment as interim CEO, followed by his appointment as CEO of the company. Mr. Morim has over 17 years of software development experience, working in telecommunications, payments, and e-commerce. Faraz Jamal, Chief Operating Officer. Mr. Jamal has over 13 years of experience in formulating data-driven strategies spanning e-commerce, marketing, and supply chain management. At Bulletproof 360, Mr. Jamal shifted the marketing and sales department to a customer multi-touch attribution model. Prior to Namaste, Mr. Jamal had experience with major brands such as Under Armour and Intivio, leading teams of data-driven marketers across North America and Europe, driving business results through data, MarTech, and innovation. Baran Dilavar. Mr. Dilavar is an entrepreneur, creator, and accomplished executive. Mr. Dilavar's previous venture, Firefly Vapor, where he served as COO and CMO, was sold to a larger company, and the ensuing company went public in early 2019. Mr. Dilavar helped facilitate one of the largest Series A capital raises in weed, US $35 million for Mile High Brands, and co-founded Futurescape LLC, technology-focused product design and branding firm. Mr. Dilavar is a frequent speaker at the industry conferences such as Tech Open Air Berlin, Brand Week, European Communication Summit, and Canatech. Lawrence Feenstra. Mr. Feenstra is currently the CTO at WavePats Limited and the founder of Lighthouse Labs. Previously, he was a product manager at Google's Waymo self-driving car project. At Waymo, Mr. Feenstra championed out-of-the-box thinking with his colleagues, who include some of the most forward-thinking AI experts in the world. His goal was to make self-driving cars available to the masses and reduce traffic accidents by remarkable margins. Prior to Waymo, Mr. Feenstra worked on some of Google's most well-known products, such as Chromebook and Android. Mr. Feenstra was a visiting scholar at Carnegie Mellon University and is the co-founder and organizer of a Burning Man camp called Never Sleep Again. Brandon Spikes. Mr. Spikes spent 20 years designing and building high-performance, highly secure IT systems. Most of that time was as CIO for Elon Musk at Zip2, PayPal, Tesla, and SpaceX, where he helped pioneer, architect, and build some extraordinary technology. Well, that's a big hire. He then founded and exited a cybersecurity product startup in the Silicon Valley, creating some of the most secure technology for accessing the web. Today is a 50 technology evangelist, investor, board member, and is the head of IT for Astra, a new rocket startup company in Silicon Valley. Andrew Wisniski. Mr. Wisniski is a highly seasoned senior business leader and extensive experience in a wide range of organizations, including startups and multinational financial and operational restructuring and reorganizations across a broad spectrum of industry sectors. This includes development and implementation of growth strategies, including capital raising, mergers, acquisitions, divestitures, and refinancing initiatives. He was a partner of PwC's deals practice for 20 years. Since retiring in 2011, has continued advising corporate clients and their boards of directors, as well as serving on various boards of directors. I really like the team that they put together. Seems like it's really evolved, and it seems as though quietly this company is evolving, and I'd love to know what you guys think and if you guys agree with me. So let's talk about 8 reasons why in this article they think that people should be watching Namaste Technologies. Number 1, growing revenues. 1,500% growth in pot products revenue year over year. That is substantial growth. This is the one I love. Namaste has no debt, 0 debt, which is unheard of in the cannabis sector, especially in Canada, and a clean balance sheet with over $15.5 million in cash. Love it. With millions of dollars invested in technology development, Namaste has been misunderstood as a weed company, but is really a technology company. In line with current digital trends, 50% of consumers use Marketplace to conduct their online transactions. And I believe that those transactions and those numbers will continue to grow. Unique value proposition, the company has and continues to develop its end-to-end solution for consumers and suppliers to purchase and sell weed products. Since the viral outbreak, the public has transitioned to buying online, and with the growth of telemedicine platforms, Namaste MD is well placed. A online marketplace, cannabis player, and a telemedicine platform, all in one. Got my interest. You really got my interest. Board is led by top minds in AI customer interaction and top tech innovation contributors with records including Google, Android, and SpaceX. Unique artificial intelligence and machine learning technologies are used to accelerate sales. So this is Namaste Technologies and their big news with High Tide. And I believe this has a chance to be something special. I think it has a chance to be a huge winner. I believe right now, because we're really close to the bottom, you can see the bottom is 20 cents. We're right now at 25 and the high is 70. So in the last year, we're only 5 cents away from the all-time low for the last year. And I believe we've got a long ways to go up. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not winning, you're not watching. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. We bring in the winners and we bring them to you first. We identify undervalued, underappreciated, underexposed opportunities. We break it down. We explain why we like it. We break down the chart. We break down the price. We break down their management team. You want to see their share structure? We'll break down the share structure. Let's do that too. Let's go to OTC markets, NXTTF, which is the US symbol on the OTC QB. And you can see a market cap of only 62 million, which is a baby market cap. And if we go to security details, let's see how many shares they got. 323 million shares issued and outstanding, 320 million in the float. So it's not a tight floater like a lot of our plays. One of the reasons why it's probably being held down, but as long as their revenue grows and they can stay with zero debt and they start building that balance sheet, I believe we see it go higher. And I think there's a very good possibility we could see the stock at 50 cents. And if the stock goes to 50 cents, that will be 100% gainer. Okay. So if we get in at 25 cents and this goes to 50, which I think is very possible, that is 100% gain. And I'm going to show you why I think it's possible, because it was at 50 cents plus in June. So in June, it made a move and it went to 50 cents. And it's come all the way back down. And it's back down around the bottom here, where I think we are positioning ourselves accordingly. And if we position ourselves at 25 cents or lower, I think there's a very good chance if it goes to 50 cents, you make a nice double. Okay. I can't guarantee it. I don't know what news is coming. I just think there's a very good chance that's going to happen. So stay tuned. I'll keep you guys updated. If I'm right, you know I'm coming back to let you know. This is your boy Rich from Rich TV Live. If you're not winning, you're not watching. We bring in the winners and we bring them to you first. It's true. Namaste Technologies. Put it on your watch list. Put it on your radar. This is Rich from Rich TV Live, and I'll talk to you soon.